Welcome to Track Authority Productions' Mainlines of Mississippi series. In episode 1, we'll take a midday tour around the Meridian, Mississippi area. In this video, most of the train scene will be on Norfolk Southern's AGS South District, which runs from Birmingham, Alabama to Meridian, Mississippi. This video is a great representation of the traffic that can be seen along this line most any day of the week. So come along with us and enjoy some great action as we explore the main lines in East Central Mississippi. The day begins as we catch the Crescent, Amtrak's northbound train number 20 at Control Point Briar. Control Point Briar is the yard limit for Norfolk Southern's Meridian Yard. The Crescent is a daily New Orleans, Louisiana to New York City train that makes a station stop and performs a crew change at Meridian Station. Notice the Crescent slow to comply with the speed restriction on the turnout at the end of double track leading on to the AGS main line at CP Briar. Moving on, we find ourselves in the community of Russell, Mississippi, which is located just east of Meridian. We catch Norfolk Southern's northbound train number 314. Today's 314 is led by Norfolk Southern 7679, which is a 4,400 horsepower GE ES 44DC locomotive. This unit was placed into service by Norfolk Southern on November 7, 2007. As we watch Norfolk Southern's Train 314 out, we hear that KCS is running the northbound SHAR train up their Artesia Subdivision main line. The SHAR train is a daily Shreveport, Louisiana to Artesia, Mississippi mixed manifest train. We catch this train in Meridian, Mississippi, which is a small community just north of Meridian. This train is normally configured with a DPU, which holds true for today's train. Back on Norfolk Southern's AGS main line, we arrive in Smith, Mississippi in time to catch Norfolk Southern's northbound train number 130. As we arrived on location, the nearby grade crossing at Smith Spur Road was malfunctioning and the gates were down several minutes prior to the train arriving. Norfolk Southern 130 climbs the small grade at Smith, Mississippi, with Norfolk Southern 7284 leading the train. 7284 began life with Union Pacific as a SD90 Mac. The unit was later acquired by Norfolk Southern and recently converted to a SD70AC. Towards the end of this clip, you'll note that 130 eases the speed down as it complies with a 15 mile per hour head-end only slow order just north of Smith, Mississippi. Rail fanning this part of Mississippi can take you through some extremely rural areas. Dirt roads are still a main thoroughfare for some residents in this part of the state. We travel down one such road to get to our next location near the Mississippi-Alabama state line. After arriving on scene near the Mississippi-Alabama border, we catch southbound intermodal train 219. This train will interchange in Meridian, Mississippi with Kansas City Southern and continue its journey across the Meridian Speedway to points west. We don't have long to wait after train 219 for the southbound Crescent Amtrak train number 19. 19 is running a little late today on its trip south. The next stop will be at Meridian Station. After the station stop and a quick crew change, the train will continue south to the end of its journey, terminating in New Orleans, Louisiana later in the evening. Notice Amtrak's slower speed as it passes us as the engineer prepares to comply with the slow order in the area mentioned earlier in this video. Our next stop is in Kewanee, Mississippi to catch Norfolk Southern's southbound intermodal train 225. Train 225 originated in Atlanta, Georgia and will interchange in Meridian with Kansas City Southern to make its journey across the Meridian Speedway to points west. Although considered by most as a strictly intermodal train, Norfolk Southern 225 generally carries several auto racks on the head end, which is the case for today's train. The train dispatcher has arranged for a meet for Norfolk Southern 225 at Tomb Suba siding just south of this location. Train 225 will go in the hole at Tomb Suba and meet Norfolk Southern's northbound intermodal train 24E, which we will see shortly. At Tomb Suba, Mississippi, we await the arrival of northbound train 24E. Tomb Suba is a quiet community right off Interstate 2059 near the Mississippi-Alabama border. Train 24E breaks the silence of this small community on its way north. The old volunteer fire station still stands by the tracks at Tumsuba, Mississippi. At some point in history, this little fire station and its volunteers would have been the main source of help had anything happened along this section of track. This little station now sits only as an observer to all the modern rail traffic along this corridor. We get another look at Train 225 as it eases out of the 7,000 plus foot siding at Tumsuba, Mississippi. Leading today's train is Union Pacific 5780. Train 225 is generally led and powered by all Union Pacific locomotives, although today's train does have a mixed consist of power. As we watch the end of Train 225, this will conclude Episode 1 of Mainlines of Mississippi. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more great videos from Track Authority Productions. Find us on Facebook at Track Authority Productions for industry news, train snapshots, and more. Thank you for watching Track Authority Productions' Mainlines of Mississippi.